Good afternoon, everybody. You're joining Logical Excess this Sunday, August 11th p.m., and we are back at playing Nier Automata, ending C, episode number 28. Some important things that have happened in the game is Yorha is no more. Here we go. We're in the second save slot. Yorha is no more, and 2B's consciousness is inside of 2A's body. And because there's no more Yorha, there's no more there's no more, remember the constant loop that was being alluded to in the beginning, where 2B would go down, perform all these missions, and if she got destroyed, her consciousness would be implanted into a new model. Well, without Yorha, that doesn't happen anymore. So we're going to see how this plays out. Okay, head to the desert and save the resistance. I think that is where I was headed next. Wow. Yeah, let me let's quick travel, if we can. To the oil field. Hello, Moose. Oh, what is this?
Over there. Initiating rescue.
Oh, these things are tough. I'm not doing that much damage to them at all. There we go. Crap. I keep hitting the wrong button, the share button. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, I didn't know that. I could kill the machines that are riding on top of the tank. Well, one down, one more to go. I've often wondered since the beginning of the game what was with all the purple spheres, right? Significance there, right? There we go.
Have been defeated.
Okay, now is this 2A? No, it's not. It's a
Alert.
resistance member.
This is one of the resistance members we were asked to locate. No vital signs detected. The unit is deceased.
Damn.
Analysis. All missing resistance members are deceased.
I suppose we'd better return their belongings.
And all we got was a dog tag. The resistance member in the desert was killed by a tank-like machine life form. Bring the item you recovered from his body back to the man at the camp. I always lose my bearing with this map, you know? There we are. No, let's place a marker here. Whoa! Hightail it through there. Let's travel to the desert camp. That guy you're looking for might be at our storage facility in the city ruins. So then, what can I do for you? Well, let's see if we have anything to sell. Technically, no, I mean, we could sell all that as junk, but nothing specifically designed to be exchanged for money. We don't have anything. Here he is. Your face tells me everything I need to know. They didn't make it, did they? No, I'm sorry. I see. This is what's left of the personal effects. Thank you. Now, I'll just place these flowers with them. Flowers? Yeah. I'm just imitating an old ritual. The human race had many traditions when it came to mourning their dead. I know that may not mean much to us, but... well, I just want their souls to find some peace. That's the wish I'm putting into these flowers at any rate. Thank you again for your help. Can I admit something? I'm relieved that I was too injured to fight. I'm relieved because it allowed me to escape. Having received the mementos of his fallen comrades, the resistance man gathered flowers from around the camp to commemorate their sacrifice. Oh, they have a shop. Are you looking for something? Huh. New weapons. Death rattle. Some of these might be kind of cool. Say, think you'd be able to give us a hand with a certain odd job? Devola, please. Well, what else can we do? Ever since that huge-ass tower showed up, we've been short on people and supplies. If we keep getting distracted by the little things, we'll never get those resistance members repaired. That's true, but... So there you have it. Anyways, mind lending us a hand? Let's go ahead and help the twins. Great, much appreciated. Okay, so all we need are some strip screws, small gears, and machine oil. You can get strip screws from the machines that look like they've been stacked on top of each other. I think you can get small gears from the small machines with the short legs. You should be able to find some machine oil near a deserted truck at the abandoned factory. Please don't put yourself in danger for this, alright?
Okay, that's everything the twins asked for.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think I already have it. Have everything. Let's see. Yep, that's everything. Thanks for the help. Then it's time for us to get to work, Devola. What are you using that stuff for anyway? Isn't it obvious? Daily necessities. We're often asked to handle various odd jobs around the camp. Odd jobs with all of your technical skill? Oh, it's no bother. We're happy to help however we can. Frankly, we're thankful to just have a job of any kind. Anyway, enough gabbing. Here's your reward. Oh, I couldn't possibly take this much. Just take it already. It's not like we have anything to spend it on. Go on, you earned it. Maybe you'll agree to help us again later. Pure water, mushroom, melee defense up. That's really not all that much, but... oh well. Hello again. I'd love to sit here and chat, but we need to head out and take care of a job. Things are a little crazy around here at the moment. I need to get these materials post-haste and... Hey sis, just ask already. You want me to get the materials for you? Oh, we couldn't possibly ask. Thanks, this is a huge help. Devola, we can't keep asking people to... Yes, we can, sis. Let's just be grateful for the help. Anyway, I just need you to track down some desert roses. It's a pretty rare plant, but I'd start by searching around the old ruins in the desert. Sorry to put you through this, and please be careful. Some of the desert enemies are quite strong. Now, I guess I don't have any desert roses, because nothing triggered off of that. Take care. Yeah, they're... Okay, so the desert housing complex is where we really need to go for this. To the desert housing complex we go with a quick save.
Those desert roses the twins wanted should be around here somewhere. Finding one in a place like this won't be easy. Why are those two engaged in such dangerous work anyway?
Alright, I don't think I've picked up a single desert rose. Alright, I need to get the hell out of here is what I need to do. Alright, but this is the way I entered. There we go. There's a desert rose. Here's another one. Alright, so where... Hmm. Unless it's above, right? It's above us, possibly. Okay, so we need 2 more. There they are.
That's the...
Now, where the heck is this? Okay, I know where this is, close to the apartment complex. All right. All right, let's take these desert roses back to the twins in the resistance camp. I'm sure they'll be super happy that we were able to get all 5 of them. All 5 of them, rather. Here we are. Hey, thanks. This will be more than enough desert roses. I know this wasn't easy, so thank you. Nice. You gave the desert roses to Devola and Popola. Now ask Anemone why they continually get asked to do difficult assignments. Welcome back. You need anything? Nah, we good. Take care.
Those 2 sure draw some difficult assignments, huh?
Hypothesis. Continued difficult assignments will eventually have a deleterious effect on the entire organization.
Maybe I should talk this over with Anemone.
Let's go ahead and make a manual save, because it's been almost an hour and I haven't saved. Yes, what is it? And why are you scowling at me like that? Ah, I see. This is about Devola and Popola. I understand how unfair it must seem for them to keep getting our most difficult and dangerous assignments. But I'm afraid that's going to continue for a while. The others here, well, they still haven't forgiven them. I don't understand. Forgiven them for what? That's something you should ask them directly. It's not going to be easy, so we've got to be prepared. Okay, we do have a machine core to sell. Take care. Hey, you have a second? I got a little favor to ask. We need some tree sap to repair a tent, but there are some super strong enemies guarding it. We can't even dent the things with the flimsy little weapons that we have, so maybe you can. Hey, Devolo, why do you two keep getting all these incredibly dangerous odd jobs? If fighting is involved, there are plenty of androids more suited for the task. I'm sorry. We really should be handling our own task. Devola? No, it's not that. Honestly, I'm happy to help you guys if you need it. I'm Yorha, remember? I'm way more suited to this line of work than you are anyway. What was it you needed again? Tree sap? That's okay. We'll handle this one ourselves. Devola, I think we should accept the assistance. Come on, sis. We can't keep... Thank you. You have no idea how much this helps.
Pod, search for regions where I might be able to obtain tree sap.
Search already performed.
Have some
Region
tree
tree
sap.
sap marked on map.
Hopefully this is enough sap.
Oh, we can upgrade our pods. Is Devola sleeping? She was drinking. I think she finally passed out. She's been trying to cut back, but with things as rough as they are, well, everyone needs a release, I suppose. As rough as they are, it's not easy being a defective model, you know. In the past, a pair of models identical to ours caused a major incident. Popola? Popola! My glass ain't getting any fuller over here. Bunch of no good razza-frazza. Tee-hee, oh, Devola. She does love that particular spirit. She makes it with Desert Rose, actually. You're welcome to try some if you like. Huh? Was that? No, keep your goddamn hands off my booze. It's mine, mine. I'm gonna drink it all up. Meow. Meow? Heh. She can say some pretty odd things in her sleep. Aren't you going to drink anything? Oh, maybe next time. When I drink, well, it's not always a good thing. Let's leave it at that. Anyway, thank you again. You should take a bit of time to rest if you can. You receive Desert Rose liquor as a reward, as well as the knowledge that Popola and liquor are a disastrous combination. You ask Anemone for an explanation, but she dodged the subject. Devola and Popola thanked you for giving them the materials. It seems they've been putting their advanced technical knowledge to use by making daily necessities for the camp. There's a lot of shops in this town. Come again. Let's see here. Let's go use the shop. Let's view some things. All right, we'll let's tweak our loadouts now. Come back anytime. All right, let's go over to skills, plug-in ships, pod programs. Let's try that wire. Balance. Attack. Defense. And there's a merchant here that sells pod weaponry. Is it this guy? No, he's the smith. Yeah, it's this lady here. Spear, shield, M shield. Come back anytime. Quick save, and then we'll transport City Ruins Center near factory. We need to have a quick check. City Ruins. Sorting trouble, so we need City Ruins Center is where we need to travel to.
This must be the Resistance storage facility.
Alert. Voice patterns detected from inside storage facility.
Okay, what's in here? 1000 G. Whew! Thanks a million. Sorry, but could you do me a favor and clear a path so I can get out of here? I hurt my leg trying to force my way out. Also, as you can see, I'm pretty big, so I'm going to need plenty of space. I think we got enough space, brother. I got trapped in there while trying to get everything organized. My supervisor tore through the place like a tornado and ended up boxing me in. I tell you what, I just can't keep up with her anymore. God damn it. There you are. I haven't seen you in who the hell knows how long, and now I find you sitting here on your ass. And didn't I tell you to keep this place organized? Yeah, yes, but you were throwing things all over the place and I got trapped. If something's in the way, just blow it up. This is not freaking difficult. But I don't have any explosives. Then build some. I mean, just look at all the crap around here. I could build 10 bombs with this. But there's no way to... Why? Zip it already. Time to teach you some goddamn bomb-making skills. But I just work in storage. I don't need to know how to make a buck. Cram it. Even a lowly warehouse man needs to know how to blow things up. Sorry, my useless subordinate caused you so much trouble. You can have this. Not much, I know, but whatever. Anyway, I'll see you later. Jackass's bomb recipe in the archive. The person in charge of the storage area was stuck in a storage facility. His supervisor had torn through the place like a tornado and ended up boxing him in after he was rescued from his package predicament. The supervisor arrived and began teaching him how to organize packages more efficiently through the art of wanton destruction. Jackass's bomb recipe. Require materials. 3 AIM-11s from flight units. The corpse of a suitable android, 5 cores from machine lifeforms capable of EMP attacks, an adequate amount of bonding agent, a container. I usually use a machine's head, but UBU. Assembly instructions. Disassemble each AIM-11 and connect the image unit to the helix. Yank out of the connector cable from the dead android's spine and strip it using a file or whatever. Connect the cable and image unit, decode the machine lifeforms cores, and embed the image units inside them. Then mix in the bonding agent and reshape. Do not forget to insert the cones it'll need to build explosive power. Once you've done with that, add some nails or whatever random shrapnel junk you have lying around. Repair. Emits a temporary beam capable of healing the combatants as long as they remain within its radius. That's actually kind of good.
Proposal. Use Pulfire to force him to stop.
Okay, what else we have here in active quest log? All right, we could... Let's see. All the way in the back of the forest castle. Yeah, I have to go up somehow. There we go. All right, be right back. Okay, so let's see what kind of quests we have on our hands here. Yorha soldier. You're a Yorha unit? Then some of you survived. Yeah, I'm 9S, by the way. Oh yeah, I've heard of you. You're the model people used to call 9s, right? Yeah. I'm 4S. It's impressive that you're still alive, 9s. You're a Type 4 model, eh? You guys were deployed pretty early on, if I remember correctly. I sure wasn't expecting to run into another scanner model. Not after what happened to the bunker. So what are you doing here? Gathering intel on the enemy? Yorha might be a thing of the past, but the resistance is still around. So as long as my body works, I figure I should make myself useful. If you have any information about local enemies, can you share it with me? There's only so much I can do on my own. Sure, I'll give you everything I have at the moment. Reconnaissance squad accepted. You hand over the enemy data. Interesting. Comparing your data with mine reveals a number of individual differences between machines of late. It looks like different regions have their own specialized machines, almost like the environment is affecting them somehow. But of course, that is absurd. Oh right, I should pay you for your trouble. Please take this. Hey, by the way, would you mind if I called you 9s too, just like everyone else? Go ahead. Nobody calls me that anymore, though. Sore subject, is it? Sorry. After the fall of the bunker, 4S, a similar model android to 9S, has taken refuge at the Forest Castle. even though the Yorha squad has been destroyed, he's still trying to gather data on the enemy. And since there's only so much he can do on his own, he has asked 9S for help. Gather new enemy intel and give it to 4S at the Forest Castle. If you run into any new enemies, I'd very much like to look over your data. Alright, so that's that. Just taking a quick scan of the map, see if there's any points of interest, but I think really we need to move the story forward now. Which means we need to go to the center of the city ruins. What the heck?
Today we have a special gift for first-time visitors to this tower. A tour of our brand new resource recovery unit. We look forward to serving you again.
The heck was that?
A forced message from the enemy system. Said message relays the locations of objects known as resource recovery units.
Now they're just messing with us.
Well, damn, I guess back to the forest we go, right?
Hey, Pod, give me a rundown on what happened while I was resting.
Affirmative. Relevant data concerns the massive facility you just accessed. It appears to be machine-related in origin, though further details are unknown. Additionally, the large structural units launched from the facility have been detected in multiple areas.
Large structural units?
Said units were marked as goals earlier. They are believed to be so-called resource recovery units.
What do these units do?
Unknown.
Where's A2?
Unit A2's position and current status are unknown.
All right. Mark the positions of those units on my map, will you?
Proposal. Unit 9S should state his intentions.
I'm going to wipe out the machines.
With the bunker destroyed, previous orders to Yorha units would be suspended. Proposal. Rendezvous with resistance forces and confirm chain of command.
I don't care about chain of command. I have one goal now. I'm going to kill every last machine. And then I'm going to kill A2.
Where is this? On the bridge. Okay. So that means we're going to transport to the forest castle straight there and then double back for the bridge. Cutscene. These are pretty uncommon in this game.
Huh? Fog?
Analysis. The fog is actually steam emitted by a large enemy structural unit.
Steam? For what purpose?
Unknown.
Alright, so do we enter here? Huh.
Hello, this is the resource recovery unit. Now activating defense mode.
Guess this is how we get in.
I can't read it.
Analysis. Writing is an ancient language known as angelic. It reads, meat box.
Okay, then.
Alright, this is dark.
Is this entire building made of machines? Even on the inside?
Analysis. Many useless parts unrelated to machine lifeform functionality detected. The reason for using said parts is unknown.
There's no meaning to anything they do.
What in the world?
This forest is our forest. You get yours. Revenge. Revenge.
Leveled up. To the elevator. Where's this taking us?
So much pain.
Machines can't feel pain.
Packed. flipping machines. Dang it. I almost have that one. There we go. All right. This feels like this is the end of the, well, I don't want to say the end of the game, but it feels like we're nearing the end of this playthrough. Ending C.
Machine parts.
Speculation. Perhaps these are raw materials from the structure itself, possibly useful for creating weapons.
Weapons, eh?
Holy crap. Well, damn. Well, that kind of sucks because I've got to get my damn corpse. Right?
Hello, and thank you for choosing Tower System Services. Special authorization keys are required to access Tower subunits. We apologize for the inconvenience, but access is not permitted at this time. However, today we have a special gift for first-time visitors to this. A tour of our brand new resource recovery unit. We look forward to serving you again.
The heck was that?
A forced message from the enemy system. Said message relays the locations of objects known as resource recovery units.
Now they're just messing with us. Hey, Pod. Give me a rundown on what happened while I was resting.
Affirmative. Relevant data concerns the massive facility you just accessed. It appears to be machine-related in origin, though further details are unknown. Additionally, the large structural units launched from the facility have been detected in multiple areas.
Large structural units?
Said units were marked as goals earlier. They are believed to be so-called resource recovery units.
What do these units do?
Unknown.
Where's A2?
Unit A2's position and current status are unknown.
All right. Mark the positions of those units on my map, will you?
Proposal. Unit 9S should state his intentions.
I'm going to wipe out the machines.
With the bunker destroyed, previous orders to Yorha units would be suspended. Proposal. Rendezvous with resistance forces and confirm chain of command.
I don't care about chain of command. I have one goal now. I'm going to kill every last machine. And then I'm going to kill A2.
Quick save. That's where he messed up last time. There's the resource recovery unit.
Huh? Fog?
Analysis. The fog is actually steam emitted by a large enemy structural unit.
Steam? For what purpose?
Unknown.
Hello. This is the Resource Recovery Unit. Now activate defense mode.
Is this writing? I can't read it.
Analysis. Writing is an ancient language known as angelic. It reads, meat box.
Okay, then.
Meat box.
Is this entire building made of machines? Even on the inside?
Analysis. Many useless parts unrelated to machine lifeform functionality detected. The reason for using said parts is unknown.
There's no meaning to anything they do.
Okay, let's go. Try to get back to where we were. Which was the top of the tower, I believe. Careful. Oh. Yeah, I guess I need to be very careful. I don't want to end up losing, dying again, and potentially losing the pod plugin layout that I have going here.
Machine parts.
Speculation. Perhaps these are raw materials from the structure itself, possibly useful for creating weapons.
Weapons, eh? Prepare energy. Close range firing mode. Maximum output.
9S.
Fire.
Kill me. Do it. Kill me. Do it. Kill me, coward. Kill me. Kill me. Kill me.
Pod 153, select unit to monitor. I guess let's hop back over to A2. Pod 042, it appears that A2's memory region has combined with 2B's data. Currently monitoring progress. To analyze effect. Hold, Pod 042. Issue detected in your conversational functionality. Pod 153, numerous machine life forms whose network functions were destroyed remain out of control. Please take caution. Affirmative.
Good morning, A2.
What the?
Analysis. Your high unit A2 was restarted 5 minutes and 42 seconds ago. The cause was excessive strain due to battle against a large machine life form.
All this goddamn sand is starting to piss me off.
Alert. Fuel filter performance deteriorating. Fine particulate matter seems to have entered the filter while fighting in the desert. Proposal. Replace the faulty part immediately.
You make it sound so easy.
Records indicate said part was once used at the resistance camp.
The resistance camp.
Alright, let's make a beeline for here. And then head over to the resistance camp. heck is anemone? Alright, manual save time.
Are those machines fighting each other?
Thank you so much for saving me.
It's Pascal.
You're a machine too.
Wait, please. I have no intention of harming you. My name is Pascal, and while it's true that I am a machine life form, I also detest fighting of any kind.
Uh-huh. And machines don't have souls. They're just murder bots with a fancy name. They killed so many of us. And I swore to make them pay.
I see. If that will save your soul, then so be it. You aren't going to kill me?
Just shut up and leave before I change my mind.
You... No. Never mind. You have my thanks.
Number 2, you're still alive. Sorry, I haven't been in touch, Anemone. You survived, that's all that matters. Though I fear that all of your fighting companions are long gone. I had to kill number 21 with my own hands. I'm sorry. No, it's... Oh, that's right. Did you know that there was a Yorha member here named 2B that looked just like you? She's dead. What? 2B is dead. I killed her. She was infected with the logic virus. Oh. Well, please make yourself at home in our camp. I'll have someone show you around. Not necessary. Her memories are contained in the sword. I see. You can go ahead and use her old room then. I'm in charge of the camp here. I'll make sure to tell everyone about you. Alright, let's get the quest from Anemone, I suppose. Hey, Anemone, got a question for you. Any chance you could spare a fuel filter? A fuel filter? I'm afraid your supply recently ran out. Pascal makes them for us, so you could go pick up one directly if you'd like. Pascal? You know him? You trade with the enemy? His village is different. They've never caused us any harm. No way. Forget it. This may be hard to understand, but we forge an alliance and trade materials when the need arises. We can't be picky about how we reach our goals around here. And besides, we aren't so far gone that we will kill machine life forms after they surrender. You've changed, number 2. The way you talk and act is completely different from how you were in the past. And you've become a true leader. I'm nothing compared to Rose. Actually, I have the records stored on that external drive. I thought I should preserve memories of the time we fought together. And I also think you have a right to see them. You and I must never forget. I know. Do you need anything? It's dangerous outside, so be on your guard. Yorha Pearl Harbor Descent Personal Record Part 1. My name is Anemone, and I lead the android resistance. This is a record of the battles I've experienced and my losses. I leave it here as a warning to myself. The machine life form attack lands far too close for comfort. I smell an acrid odor, and I know that some of my hair has been singed off. Anemone, retreat for now. That's an order. That's my captain, Rose. I obey her without hesitation, running from the front as soon as I take out a few nearby enemies. Fleet flying beneath me, I leap into the hastily built trench where my resistance comrades are gathered. How many battles is this now? The same sights and sounds, the same struggle of attrition. My resistance forces play the same war on repeat with no end in sight. I don't even remember why we're fighting anymore, but I must continue regardless. I must continue until one side or the other is dead. This looks bad, Shion. What should we do? Calm down, Lily. We'll find an opening somewhere. You don't search for an opening, you make one. Dahlia, wait. I grab Dahlia's arm before she can flee the trench and turn to Rose. She brought us here after all. She must have a plan of some kind. But as the enemy horde closes in, Rose simply squints off in the distance. There's been a change in enemy movement, she says finally. Someone just started fighting over there. But that's not possible, stammers Margaret. We're all here. Margaret's right, there are only 9 of us left capable of fighting the machines. Captain Rose, Gerbera, Lily, Sonia, Erica, Margaret, Shion, Dahlia, and me, Anemone. We're all that's left of the 8 descent forces, the one that took place roughly 200 years ago. An uneasy Sonia pulls Shion close and chews on a loose strand of hair. I don't like it, she says. What if it's some kind of machine trap? I wait for a while, heart pounding, until I hear the enemy fire lessen. Okay, I say, this looks like our chance. Let's pull back. Someone's fighting out there, Anemone cries Dahlia. We can't abandon them. Oh, so you want to risk all of our lives for some stranger? Come on. We don't even know if this mystery fighter is on our side or not. That's not what I said. Enough, you two, barks Shion. The captain makes the final decision on this. After Shion speaks, all of us turn to Captain Rose. She looks us in the eyes and nods slowly before starting to speak. Gerbera, the enemy is heading towards the explosives we set up earlier, yes? Gerbera thinks for a moment. Now that you mention it, yeah, they are. A slight smile crosses Rose's face, yet she still seems perfectly composed. Good. Then if it goes well, we might be able to take them all out. I want all of you to leave this trench and then get to the explosives, says Rose. We'll let the blast take out most of them, then clean up the stragglers. Identifying our own known mystery fighters can wait until we're done. No one objects to the captain's decision. The moment she issues the order, we all leap from the trench as one and re-enter the fray. When we reach the battle, we find what appears to be another set of androids dressed in strange black outfits. Before they even know what's happening, we detonate the explosives, kill the remaining machines, and turn our guns in their direction. All right, I say to the stranger, start talking. Easy, says one of the mystery androids. We are on your side. We're new models rolled out as part of something called Project Yorha. Really, I say? We haven't heard anything about new models. I probably speak with more bluster than necessary, but I have to make sure they're actually on our side. I don't think they're lying necessarily, but I can't read their expressions thanks to the mask they wear on their faces, and I accidentally skipped that. We learned that the 4 androids refer to each other as number 2, number 4, number 16, and number 21. They also are not in a hurry to share much more. Our mission is top secret, one of them says. That's why you haven't heard about us yet. I slowly draw my knife in an attempt to gauge their reaction. So in other words, no one will know any better if I kill you right now. Stand down, Anemone, says Rose softly. No, cries Lily, she's right. We've all seen how quickly that the enemy is evolving. Who's to say these four aren't machines that just look human? My companion's not in agreement. This damn war has made us all suspicious. One of the strangers, number 16, I believe, draws a long knife from its sheath. If it's a fight you want, she says, I'm happy to give it to you. Before I can respond, Dahlia leaps in front of me with her weapon at the ready. This is it. We're going to fight. But just before the battle can erupt, the android called number 2 steps forward. Wait, she says. There used to be 16 of us, says number 2, but the others died during the descent. We're isolated and alone out here. Reinforcements are not coming, and that means we have to finish this mission with the soldiers we have left. We don't need more enemies right now. What we need is allies. She finishes this speech with a soft sigh as if trying and failing to hold her emotions in check. I know that sort of voice. It's the voice of someone who still has hope, despite all the odds. Archive obtained. Resistance Rose, Resistance Anemone. According to the Yorha team, there's an enemy server beneath Mount Kyla. If we can take it out, we might finally gain some ground in this endless war. But in order for that to happen, we need to work together. After a bit of thought, Rose decides to throw in with the new models. It's a relationship that changes as time goes on. What are you doing, Dahlia? Just showing this idiot how weak she is, replies a winded Dahlia. Ha! Wheezes her opponent. Number 16, you're obviously outmatched. The two of them are taking turns hitting each other. It seems friendly enough as those things go. Plus, they've been doing it for so long now that both of them are out of energy. They likely couldn't punch through a piece of paper in this state. The rest of the group stares at the combatants and tries not to grin. Dahlia and number 16 seem to butt heads over the smallest little things. Maybe it's because they're so much alike. It's almost annoying how quickly Bustleheads learn to like one another. The rest of us converse as Dahlia and 16 continue to spar. We call each other by names that I gave us, explains Rose. I see, responds number 4. I thought it strange that you didn't use code numbers. She nods while she speaks, as though this all makes perfect sense. Suddenly, Captain Rose breaks out into a wide grin. You know what, she says? I think we should give all of you names as well. No, says number 2, it will be a waste. Rose eyes her warily. A waste? You can name me when the mission is over, she replies as a blush rises in her cheeks. I could tell her words also served as a wish for success. All right, responds Rose. I'll think of a name for you by then. She knows this is a fleeting promise, as most such things are, but it doesn't matter. Already I can see us growing closer to the Yorha team. Well, my friends are growing closer to them at least. You're all being careless. I state much louder than I intend. Luckily, the others either don't hear or decide to ignore it. Don't get me wrong, I'm about to go against the captain's judgment, but that doesn't mean I'm ready to just lie down and trust our new friends. Ours is a solitary existence that has long since been abandoned by the moon. No matter how they cried, mourned, or struggled, the voices of our departed comrades went unanswered. So how can you trust an entire squad of new models that you just met? What's wrong, Anemone? I hear Lily calling to me. She's likely concerned about me being apart from the rest of the group. Nothing. I begin. Before I can complete my thought, Lily suddenly opens her mouth and emits a terrible scream. Ah! Lily's scream echoes throughout the entire camp. It's heartbreaking. It's agony. It's horrible. She's infected, screams Rose. Lily is infected. We all draw weapons out of instinct as much as anything else, pointing them at our comrade as she continues to scream and scream and scream. We all know what's happening. We have seen it before. It's a logic virus, a machine weapon that hijacks android systems and overwrites their data. And since there is no known cure, it's also a death sentence. I need to show her mercy. I need to set her free. My finger rests on the trigger, yet I hesitate, and before I can make that final fateful decision, I hear a voice rise up from somewhere behind me. Stop! You cannot do this. You can't just let your friend die. It's number 21, the girl I thought to be cool and composed beyond all measure was now pleading with me to spare Lily's life. What do I do? What the hell do I do? Lily said you were like family to her. You can't abandon family. Not before you exhaust every possibility. What can you do then? I'll use my power to erase the virus. That is impossible. Rose spat out what we were all thinking, but before we can act, Lily starts to send nearby comrades flying with impossible strength. I've seen infected androids before. I know how much damage they can do once the virus turns off their limiters. They'll fight and fight until they're utterly destroyed. Dahlia and number 16 rush into the fray, trying to suppress their former friend, but she swats them away like flies. How many of us have been affected now? How many friends have I been forced to put down? The heart I'm not supposed to have aches with the thought. It aches as I remember all of the identification numbers that have been retired. When did I start giving them names? When did I decide I simply couldn't endure it any longer? Initiating a reprogram sequence. That voice, number 21, she's screaming something about reprogramming. I don't know what to do. I am lost. As my vision slowly clears, I see number 21 inputting commands to her terminal, while number 2 and number 4 hold her down. They hold her as she writhes, and Rose stares at me with surprise. Oh no! I'm holding Lily too. "14th Machine War, Pearl Harbor Descent. The name of the mission entrusted to the Yorha soldiers. Was there ever such furious gunfire, such bombings that continue without pause? Our target is the machine server under Mount Kala, and our situation is dire. We need reinforcement, requesting deployment at once. Number 2 speaks quickly yet calmly, which is all the more remarkable considering the hostile army closing in on our position. But the command center and the orbiting satellite informs us no reinforcements will be forthcoming. We are abandoned. We are alone. It's so easy to drop from up there, from the satellite, from the moon. I'll do whatever is necessary, says Lily with a grim smile. Dahlia and Margaret quickly nod in agreement, as does number 16. They decide to join the rear guard, staying behind to be our shield. Even though it comes at the cost of their own lives, regardless, they all agreed without hesitation. For we in the vanguard would be joining them in death soon enough. Without another word, we turn our backs on each other and take up position. We know this is the end. Dahlia and the others will buy us time to reach the gate at Kala's Peak. Beyond that lies an elevator, and beyond that is the server. If we can destroy it, we'll deal a devastating blow to machine life forms throughout the Pacific region. But as I notice number 21 scowling at the elevator, I start to have a bad feeling about the final stage of our mission. Go on, she says, I've got this. We crowd into the elevator as she begins hacking the terminal. She doesn't need to tell us what's happening. It's clear that the elevator won't descend all the way to the server unless someone stays behind to control it. Enemies incoming. They're almost on us. As I speak, I suddenly find myself leaping from the elevator and taking up a position at number 21's side. Almost as if my body is out of my control. Something is wrong. Something. I'll back up number 21, I cry. The rest of you take out that server. The doors close on my friend. The last thing I see is the face of my captain, Rose. She looks concerned, but then the doors shut and she is no more. That was the last time I ever saw them. But it's alright, I'm going to finish this one way or the other. The only sound we hear are distant explosions and the rasp of number 21's breathing. Thank you, she whispers, for staying with me. I look at her eyes and see the telltale red of a logic virus infection. I was right, after all. I sigh softly as I draw my weapon. I've seen comrades infected before. That is why I couldn't leave her to die alone. The vaccine she gave Lily is already ineffective. The enemy has evolved. They studied number 21's patterns and developed a new resistance. No one can save her now. When the elevator reaches the server, begins number 21 weakly. Then I'll give you peace, I reply. The elevator moves ever lower, creating a countdown on number 21's life. How much time has passed? How much can possibly be left? Too long to wait, yet not long enough for regret. A massive explosion echoes in the distance as the hall slowly shakes. It's the final act of Lily and the others in the rear guard. They just overloaded their own fusion reactors. The sound of our comrades' demise slowly fades from our ears. As it does, number 21 reaches up and slowly removes her goggles. I'm glad I got to meet you, she says. Her eyes are so red, but not completely. There's still a little of herself left. And while it is, don't worry, I say, I'll be with you soon. She smiles as my words reach her ears. As soon as the elevator touches down, I fire a bullet into number 21's brain. I watch the thing that used to be her tumble to the ground. I stare at the gun I hold in my trembling hands. I press it to my temple. This will end it all. The war, my meaningless existence, all of it. It will finally be over. Unforgivable, 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 unforgivable. Your comrades sacrifice themselves and fight to the last breath. They feel suffering, they feel sadness, they feel pain and terror. And yet you would surrender now? Unforgivable. The voice is a battlefield curse, telling those who survive to see their mission through no matter what. It is another me crying out. I scream at the top of my lungs and race down the hall. I'll show you! If you're going to push me, I'll show you. You'll only be satisfied if it ends with more killing. I leap into the fray with weapons in both hands. Here I am. Here I am. Kill me. As I scream, an explosion suddenly rises up and sweeps everything away. A soft wind touches my cheek. I smell fire. I smell ash. The explosion in the server room was so powerful enough to take out Mount Calais itself, reducing the once proud summit to a smoking crater. The machines immediately drop to the ground and stop moving. I look out over the scorched earth. Lily, number 16, Rose, number 2. Are any of you... I am the only one left. The only one. I was alive because I had been afraid to die. I begin to giggle. It is a mad thing, crazed even to my own ears. I'll join you soon. You promised to join her soon. How could I have said such vain, laughable words, such lies? I laugh. I stand in the smoke, in the flame, and laugh until I think my very throat will tear itself in two. I blink. Daylight drifts through the smoke. I've been standing here all night. My laughter finally depleted, I force myself to my feet. I'm the coward who stayed behind, the coward who lived. Now it's my job to carry on the will of those who fought at my side. Since I cannot kill myself, I have to fight until someone does it for me. I'll endure every hardship. I'll kill every machine I find. This is my cross to bear. I walk slowly into the west, dragging my broken body along. Number 16, number 21, number 4. I'm sorry I'm still alive, but I'll be joining you as soon as I finish some things up. Wow. Infant machines and memories. It's so dark, Mommy. I've been born. Mommy, where are you? What should I do? Tell me what to do, Mommy. Please, I'll try my best. Please don't leave me alone. I'm so lonely, Mommy. Mommy, 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 Mommy. Yorha Gunner 16, a unit from the experimental Yorha squadron that was utilized during the 14th Machine War. Number 16 possessed a rough and tumble personality ideal for her role as gunner, where she was required to attack foes from a distance, though she possessed a defiant streak that extended even to her superiors. She was assigned to the mission anyway due to her tremendous offensive abilities. During her squad's assault on Mount Kala, Number 16 volunteered to stay behind and hold off the machine lifeform army so her companions could continue up the mountain. She fought with great courage alongside members of a local resistance group, and managed to hold off overwhelming numbers until the appearance of a Goliath that was unaffected by ordinary weaponry. Seeing no other way to end the fight, she chose to destroy the enemy by overloading and detonating her own fusion reactor. This act of self-sacrifice, despite her defiant nature, is one of the remarkable interest and likely merits further study. Yorha Scanner 21, a unit from the experimental Yorha squadron that was utilized during the 14th Machine War. Number 21 possessed a cool and analytical personality that perfectly fit her role as a scanner. Her first and perhaps most impressive achievement was using her analytical abilities to cure a member of a local resistance group who had been infected by a logic virus. Unfortunately, she fell victim to the same virus shortly thereafter during the assault on Mount Kala server. Though she fought valiantly, the virus had evolved into a form that she could no longer remove, which eventually led her asking an allied unit to end her life. Experimental Yorha Unit Number 21's initial success against the virus has been determined to be valuable information regarding how to construct barriers against machine life forms and should be included in the basic systems of all subsequent Yorha Squadron members. Yorha Attacker 4, a unit from the experimental Yorha Squadron that was utilized during the 14th Machine War. Though Attacker Number 4 possessed an unusually bright and cheerful personality, she still managed to be effective when it came to engaging in close-quarter combat. In addition to providing a morale boost to the group, this unit also used her sunny disposition to form an alliance with the local resistance group. She was eventually killed during the assault on Mount Kala server, the cause of which was a self-directed overload over her own fusion reactor. Further research reveals that she undertook this action as a means of protecting her companion, Attacker Number 2. One further note, while this unit's cheerful personality provided certain benefits to overall unit morale, it was also responsible for a decrease in fighting spirit during intense combat. As such, it has been deemed inappropriate for future combat models. Yorha Attacker 2, a unit from the experimental Yorha Squadron that was utilized during the 14th Machine War. She specialized in close-quarter combat and was programmed to have a neutral personality. Attacker Number 2 took command of the squadron after the death of its original captain, Number 1. Despite issuing many questionable commands during her initial time in a leadership role, she eventually formed a working relationship with the Resistance and succeeded in destroying the enemy server located on Mount Kala. While the experimental Yorha Unit Number 2 possessed great growth and adaptability abilities, she also deserted her post following the destruction of the server, and as of this moment, she has yet to be apprehended. Our R&D group is currently conducting further research to determine whether or not there were issues with this model's personality settings. The missing experimental unit, now designated A2, will be handled by the Type E division. Resistance Rose. This android, encountered by the experimental Yorha Squadron, is the leader of a group composed of many Resistance members. A survivor of the 8th Descent operation, she continued to wage guerrilla warfare in the Pacific region thereafter. Unable to stop the ever-proliferating machine, she continued to fight a war of bitter attrition for over 200 years. After encountering the experimental Yorha Squadron, she sought to change the tide of battle, though through fighting alongside them, she was destroyed by machine life forms in the server room underneath Mount Kala during the mission to destroy said server. Resistance Anemone, a member of the resistance group led by Dahlia that was encountered by the experimental Yorha Squadron. This unit was said to be unusually cautious and showed the greatest initial distrust of the experimental Yorha Squadron. However, her disposition gradually grew more amicable after Scanner Number 21 managed to eradicate a logic virus that had infected one of her companions. She executed an infected Unit Number 21 in the elevator hall of the Mount Kala server facility and went missing shortly thereafter. The Pearl Harbor Descent Summary, 14th Machine War, Pearl Harbor Descent. For this descent, 12 experimental Yorha units were deployed to destroy the server located inside Mount Kala on Oahu Island. However, they encountered heavy enemy anti-air defenses during the initial stage of the mission, resulting in the death of all but 4 squad members. The remaining units then joined up with members of a local resistance movement and decided to continue the mission despite their initial losses. Even in the face of a fierce enemy counterstrike and overwhelming numerical odds, a handful of units managed to reach the target location, at which point Unit Number 4 overloaded her fusion reactor and destroyed the enemy server. While the destruction of the server struck a blow against enemy forces, the true purpose of this operation was to monitor and research how the experimental Yorha units behaved during battles. This information would then be studied and integrated into new Yorha models once the project were to proceed past the experimental phase. One note of concern, it has been verified that the black box signal of the experimental unit attacker number 2 remains alive. Due to the possibility of the unit being captured and compromised by the enemy, and due to the unit's existence itself being a matter of the highest level of confidentiality, it has been decided that it is to be recovered or disposed of by the Type E Division once that group is fully operational. The shared past of A2 and the Resistance is revealed by Anemone. It is this record of a grueling battle fought by the Resistance alongside the 1st Yorha Squadron. The Resistance and Yorha are slowly reaching a mutual understanding. However, one of the Resistance members has contracted a virus. During an attempt by the Resistance to destroy the machine lifeform server, many androids were slaughtered by a powerful enemy weapon. While letting her allies escape into an elevator, Anemone made up her mind.
Alert. A broken filter will cause significant problems with fuel distribution. Proposal. Replace the faulty part immediately.
Yeah, I know.
Coordinates confirmed for a colony centered around the machine lifeform known as Pascal. Location marked on map.
You don't know when to shut up, do you?
Okay, we cannot transport to Pascal's village anymore. Here we go, Pascal. I haven't seen any forest animals recently. I hope they're doing okay.
There's machines everywhere.
Analysis. This is a colony of pacifistic machine lifeforms led by the unit known as Pascal. It is logical for a large number of machine lifeforms to be concerns regarding your HUD Unit A2's predictive skills.
I'd be more concerned about me smashing your face if I were you.
Ah, it's the woman from before. Thank you again for rescuing me. Now then, how can I help you? Summary. Your High Unit A2 possesses a faulty fuel filter. She has obtained information from Anemone, leader of the resistance camp. She has traveled to this village in order to obtain a new filter. In summary. Request, one functional fuel filter. Do you really need to spell it all out like that? Analysis. A2's lack of verbal communication made this pod's assistance necessary. Shut up. Ah, I see. Sadly, I'm a bit short on materials right now. I need rigid tree bark to create a filter, but the only location I know of is guarded by ferocious machine lifeforms. I apologize, but I'm afraid I can't make a filter at the moment. Confirmation. Unit A2 will secure and deliver rigid tree bark. Don't confirm that by yourself.
Areas where rigid tree bark is available marked on map.
God damn it.
Analysis. Hostility toward the peaceful machine lifeform Pascal is pointless from an energy usage standpoint. Proposal. Form a friendly relationship immediately.
You've got to be kidding me.
Look, I found another torso for my body. It was right outside the village. Can you believe it? Ah, Jean-Paul. Jeez.
Guess I'll go back to that machine.
Look at the rigid tree bark. So where do we go now? Okay, we'll go back to the forest. Human. We're androids.
Revenge for our king.
Here's your stuff.
Thank you so much. I'll make a filter right away. Please just give me one moment.
Let's go ahead and make a manual save.
He can fly.
Alert. The machine lifeform Pascal has returned.
Nice. Got my fuel filter. Ah, A2. Can I help you with something? You gave me that filter for free earlier. I need to pay you back. It would bother me otherwise. How conscientious of you. Yeah, so if you think of something, let me know. I do have a bit of a problem now that you mention it. A ferocious machine has been attacking our children in the area where they play. Could I possibly trouble you to slay it for us? I do hope you'll agree. We don't really have anyone else to ask. Thank you so much. I promise to repay you for the trouble. Vanquish the bad vibe. He taught me how to make things, and I can vouch for his talent. Nice.
Hostile machine life forms detected.
Inform Pascal that you destroyed the machine. We heard you defeated that nasty creature. Thank you so much. Here is your reward. Please take it. I built this village because I detest fighting. I wanted it to stand as a monument to the power of peace. But when we surrender our weapons, we lost the ability to defend ourselves. Now many within the village want us to rearm and vanquish nearby enemies in order to preserve our peace. What do you think we should do, A2? Dunno. That's for you to decide. Yes, I suppose so. But let your villager friends know if anyone tries to attack me, I'll wipe this place clean off the map. I will make a firm note of it. A2, if you like, you're welcome to take a look around our village. It would be nice for you to know more about us. Sure, if I feel like it. Pascal is relieved. You protected the children and the pacifistic machines in the village. Unfortunately, you also gained a lot of affection in the process. Sis, hey, big sis. Huh? Come on, big sis, play with us. I don't play with machines and I'll get lost. Come on, I want to play with you. I'm an android, weirdo. I'm your enemy. So do what I say before I kick your sorry ass. Tee hee hee, you're funny. That's not supposed to make you happy. Big sis, make us something to play on, big sis. What? No. But we need something to play on. Yeah, it's boring right now. Seriously? They sell stuff in the tool shop, so go buy something. Yeah, buy something for us. Alright, just quit bugging me already. Yay, we did it. Like it's about to rain here. Play with us accepted. Hey ya, how you been? I've been fine, I'm always fine. Hello A2, I appreciate all the time and effort you took for our children. Every one of them is a singular treasure to me. Indeed, they are treasures to the entire village. Our very future rests in their little hands. I imagine you find it odd for machines to speak of the future like this. I don't know. I trust that our children can stand strong against the senseless conflicts of this world and blaze a new trail for our people. However, one of the children is suffering from a faulty storage element. If we don't do something for the child, so repair it already. Alas, we lack the parts to do so. They can only be found deep within the abandoned factory, and that area is swarming with terrible machines. It pains me to say this, but you, A2, are the only one we can turn to. Thank you so much. The required part is in the area known as the abandoned factory. I truly do appreciate this. Storage element accepted. The children of the village are desperate for new playthings. Head to the local tool shop and see what you can do. Storage element. According to Pascal, a child in the village has fallen ill and may not survive. If you don't help her, go to the abandoned factory and collect the needed part. I really respect Pascal, you know? I mean, he's the one who thought to build this village for us outcasts. I really need to show him how thankful I am. If only there was some way to thank him, some way. Yeah, I can take the hint. No hint, I just want to show Pascal how appreciated he is. Anyway, I was thinking he might like a new philosophy book. I hear they have such things over in the Resistance camp. Alright, I'll get your book. I owe that little clunker a favor or two anyways. Oh, that is wonderful. Apparently someone named Anemone has a large collection of such books. So you just need to go steal one. Yeah, no. I think there's a better way. Will you listen to my darling boy? He has a goal now. How wonderful. And it's all thanks to you. Welcome. You're looking for play equipment for the children? I'm afraid we don't have anything like that in stock at the moment. However, I'm sure I could build something with the proper materials. Tell you what, here's a list of what I'll need. Bring me those materials and I can get to work. Everyone around here is weirdly pushy. Don't be absurd, we are not. Fine, I'll do it. You'll just bug me about it every waking minute of my life otherwise. An excellent choice. You should be able to find what you need at the amusement park. Oh hell, that's forever from here. Safe travels. Alright, we just got loaded down with a bunch of side quests here. This is going to suck. Nothing much happens here, but that's what makes us so special. Wander around, see the sights, it'll do you good. He doesn't talk. Well, John Paul, hell, I haven't seen him since the first playthrough. Alright. I think I'm going to take a break from streaming today, maybe for the rest of the day. Like bad weather starting to roll in, and I did want to make one last trip into town to go pick some things up from the Walmart, 'cause that's what we have in town here. No other options other than Walmart. So let me go ahead and make a manual save here, and we're going to end this episode 28 at Pascal's Village, and we'll pick up sometime next week. One day out of the... Well, when I say sometime next week, I mean like during the weekday, not the weekend. So maybe Monday evening or Tuesday evening, we'll pick back up on episode number 29. All right, everybody. I hope everybody has a fun Sunday and enjoys your time off from the work week. And stay dry if you have rainy weather coming in like I do. Peace out.